morning. So I got up, washed my hair, which is just a revelation, honestly. Just a quick wash of the hair. Said no one ever, apart from short-haired girls. And I am 20 minutes away from logging on for work, so I thought I would do a little bit of skincare. Might do my hair, put on some makeup, because we're going to be different today. Yesterday was not it wasn't a bad day. It was just a low day. Also, I was remembering, we go into the office every Friday now, and because it's half term, it was agreed that I could work from home still on the Fridays that I don't already have annual leave. And I agreed to come in this Friday because they'd put in my appraisal, which honestly, my appraisal every year is like, what do you want to do in the next 5 years? You know, where do you see yourself? I'm like, here, doing the exact same job. This is my like stable job. I just want to do this. Like, move me around, give me different stuff, that's fine. But I just want to do this job forever. I think part of that stems from, I've had a lot of jobs. And then I've had this job for so long that I think I feel like I've cracked the code of finding a job that kind of works for me. The biggest benefit of my job is that you absolutely cannot be late. We work flexibly. So if I rocked up at 9:10, that's not an issue. We have kind of core hours, but you can't be late, which some of you will appreciate. But it also is so varied and it's not like the same every day. So for me, it kind of keeps my interest, and it's allowed me to stay in this job for 10 years, in different capacities, but you know what I'm saying. So that's always what my appraisal says. It always feels like a waste of time. I'm like, just see last year, unless you've got feedback for me, unless you're going to be like, you know what, this year was not a good year. You are terrible. Then I'm just going to say the same thing. And management has changed over the years. I've had different managers, and it's always interesting to me. I'm doing this I wasn't planning on putting makeup on, and I just went for it. I do not have a mirror in front of me. Anyway, management has changed over the years, and it's always interesting to me how some people can't accept that you don't have designs on like furthering yourself within the company. A couple of years ago, I did apply for a promotion, and I suppose it is a promotion, but I applied to become one of the managers. And honestly, I don't even know what I was thinking. I would have had to work full time. I just kind of like got carried away. And part of it definitely stemmed from every time someone was like, well, what do you want to do? And I said, just this. It made me feel like I was doing something wrong in only wanting what I had, in not wanting more from the company, in just wanting to do the job that I do now. It made me feel like, oh, well, I'm wrong, so I should be trying to do something different. And in actual fact, this is the perfect job for me. I truly believe that. And I don't want to do anything else. But people can't believe it. Do any of you have a similar thing happen to you? More than that, do any of you not want to move up in the company that you're in? I think that's because I've got like other stuff going on. That's where I can put my maybes. Oh, that did not blend. I need a mirror. I can put my like, oh, maybe this will happen, maybe that will happen, on my things that I have total control over, not my day job. But I wonder, have any of you experienced people being shocked that you don't want to move up? I don't know. What I was originally going to say, that did not blend near my eyes very well, all that concealer. What I was originally going to say was, I remembered that I was going to go in the office on Friday, and now I'm glad that I am, because I think yesterday, I don't know, long weekends and bank holidays, they don't make me feel good. I think everyone being home throws me off. I'm not someone who feels like I need a routine. Maybe I do, because whenever we're out of our normal routine, I don't feel great. And I think it was the bank holiday. And then staying home, obviously, and not leaving the house, even to do the school run. That's probably not great. And so I am going, I thought I had concealer on that finger, but no, what I had, I used a little bit of foundation actually. What I had was eyeshadow. I found that is the best way for me to apply this, which is the Beauty Pie Wondercolour Cream Shadow Stick. I just put it onto my finger, and then from there, it's magic. Yeah, so I'm kind of glad that I agreed to go into the office now, because they would have just moved it to a different day for me. I thought I'll get someone to look after Milo and go in, because middle of the school holidays, it's a good reason to get me out of the house. I could just go 2 weeks. If I was working, I could go 2 weeks without leaving the house, because we're not leaving the house in the middle of the day. I'm going to have to make an effort to actually go and do something with Milo Monday, Tuesday next week, because otherwise that's going to happen. The reason I'm half-arsing this is because I still have not brought up the bag. This is like ultimate, I want to say laziness, but I don't want to say laziness. Ultimate, why have you not done this? Because it was an overnight bag. There's hardly anything in it. I'm going to have to clean it out before Friday, because it's the same bag that I take to work with all my stuff. But imagine how much worse it is when we've actually been on a proper trip. It's crazy. Anyway, we're thinking positive today. I'm not doing that. I will do that, but I'm not doing that to myself. We're thinking positive today, and I have edited and finished up the podcast. I'm going to put that out today. Ooh, I was going to put it out this morning and I didn't. I forgot. Damn it. I think in the back of my mind I was thinking I was going to do it Tuesday night or Wednesday morning. I had it all edited and uploaded, but I just hadn't made a thumbnail for it. I could have posted it this morning. Okay, I'll post it maybe at lunchtime. I never know. Like, the rules of YouTube have changed so many times over the years. I never know when I'm supposed to be posting these things. Post it at lunchtime and we'll see what people think. But tonight Emma and I are recording another one so that we're like a week ahead at least. I'm feeling pretty good about it. It was so much simpler than when we've tried to do it before. So much. And in this podcast, I'm going to tell you somewhere, by the time this goes up, it will be available for you to watch or listen to. In this podcast, I'm going to tell you where I have booked to go alone. A solo trip, kind of a solo trip, but a solo trip. I am going alone. I don't think that you could guess. Emma was shocked, but I don't think that you could guess where I'm going, because it is unusual for me. It's just nowhere that you would guess. Last thing, because this is going to be the whole vlog, just me doing this. But last thing, I bought this brush on Amazon and I'm in love with it. It's like, like an old school brush. It's got like a boar bristle thing. And if you want to like get that really sleek, I don't know about you, but the hair underneath all kind of like bubbles up and it's not great. As soon as my hair can go back in a ponytail of any kind, I'll be like, all about it. Love this brush. Listen, someone left me a comment yesterday. I've just been looking at the comments from yesterday's vlog. This is a weird outfit. I was cold. This is basically like my dressing gown, cardigan. And then I've also got sweatpants on, so it's a real I've given up kind of outfit, isn't it? So one of the comments that I got was about the world's most amazing air fryer chips, so I'm going to try them. So I've just chopped them up and rinsed them. Specifically, she said, chop and rinse, don't have to dry, don't have to soak, just chop and rinse. And then this was the interesting part. Am I going to be able to, yes, lay my hands on it immediately, because I'm not prepared. Mayonnaise. She said a healthy dollop something along those lines of mayonnaise. So I'm just making, this is one large potato, but I'm just making this for me in case, you know, not that I don't have faith in you, but, you know, just in case. I don't know, like, does the mayonnaise can't, I mean, does it, like, take the starch out of the potatoes? What is the situation, and how healthy a dollop am I supposed to be doing? Was that too much? Time will tell. And then, of course, salt and pepper, but I'm just gonna try and coat them first in this. Has anybody else heard of this? I know I'm like an air fryer noob. We did have one ages ago, and I did enjoy it. Oh, I lost one. I did enjoy it, but it kept shorting the circuit it was on. And I've heard this from other people. Funnily enough, do you know that one that, if you were watching along at that time, I'm just going to do it with my hands. It's a little bit gross, but I feel like it's the best way. I was going to buy a cheap one from Asda in the new year, and then I saw people complaining that it short-circuited their kitchen, and then someone else at work told me that they bought one from Asda and did the same thing. What's that all about? Is it something to do with the amount of power it needs? It's unusual. I don't know whether or not, I don't know. Either way, I decided this time to get the big one, specifically because I wondered whether or not it was like doing the thing to the circuit because I was using it at the same time as the oven. So I'm just doing all the things. So I thought if I get the big boy, I won't need to use the oven at the same time. It'll just be like a one and done situation. A little bit of onion salt. I like very flavorful. What else have I got? I feel like I've got like a chipotle one in here. Oh, here it is. Somewhere. And just regular salt. They're going to be delicious. And again, I don't know how much of this is just going to get lost in the mayo of it all, which is why I've gone heavy. I mean, I'll salt them again at the end. But it's mostly the mayo is really throwing me off. I am going to use the liner just because this looks really messy. And I know that that could affect the way that they crisp up. But I'm willing to take the risk for the first run. If they're like absolutely amazing, like the ones on top are like out of this world, then I'll try it with just the regular tray. I might just put just a touch more salt because I do worry that that's just been a bit more garlic, been lost in the mayo. Okay, I don't know, 15 minutes. I don't know if she said how long. I'm going to do like 15 minutes and see what happens. Right, so, ooh, steam. They're not cooking super evenly, but I'm guessing that has got more to do with the thing it's in than anything else. So I've given them a big shake, and I think they need another 10 minutes. I've done 8. I'll keep you posted. Right, we've had another 15 in the end. It's real patchy in terms of like whether they're cooked or not. Ooh, it smells pretty good. And they feel crispy, but I don't feel like they were evenly cooking. But like I say, that could be at least partially, to do with the fact that I cooked them in the container. Although looking at what was in the container, I'm glad that I did that because they were messy. What do you think? Really, ideally, I just want to get to the point where I know, like, one potato in the air fryer, this is how I cook it and this is how long for, because this is going to be the thing it's most useful for me. In the middle of the day, just being able to quickly go and make myself like a hot meal. They taste good. I don't think anyone would know that there was mayonnaise on them. That is really nice. Look what just arrived. We had some flyers made
and Karen and I are going to do some leaflet dropping in our local areas. I'm really happy with it. I'm covering up the code because I want to make sure that the people using the code are the people who received the flyers, so that we can figure out whether or not this was worth our time and the money of making the flyers. But what do you think? I feel like this is going to appeal to people because it's like, this is bold and bright, and then the other side is neutral and kind of, you know, the beige people one. It initially came up because we were both like wanting to get out and walking more, and we were like, let's make some leaflets, because then it's 2 in 1. You know how I love productive rest? It's not productive rest, but like doing something for yourself, but also feeling like you've done something productive. Leafleting. I put on some makeup, did my hair, filmed a video. I'm currently trying to clean my AirPods, which is a gross thing, possibly, to document. But how do you clean them? I bought a little kind of like cleaning tool. I think we can all guess what happened to that cleaning tool. I don't even know if I used it before I lost it. Did you hear that? Milo playing with his friends. And so I'm using, I was looking for the other one, it's in my ear. I'm using some scissors, some like nail scissors. Maybe this will help, I don't know. Anyway, I filmed a video doing like Velcro rollers in my hair, and now I'm gonna try and quickly edit that before I do my call with Emma. We're going to do our next podcast episode. I've probably already told you this today. I can't keep track because we just want to get ahead. So we're always a week ahead because it can't hurt. We've never done that before. But we'd like to actually get into a rhythm, at least for the first 6 weeks. You know when Milo's like, maybe next time we'll have an active dog.
This is as much playing as Manny likes to do.
Lying down, active.
Yeah, he's like, do you want to play? Only if I can lie down.
Like when the baby came and he was dropping things on the floor and she was picking him up and giving him to him. Like the laziest game of fetch I've ever seen in my life.
He doesn't like to move.
And it's 8 o'clock already, in the words of the Fairport Convention, something like that. Who knows where the time goes. I'm going to wrap it up there because we're going to have some food. And honestly, I feel like I'm going to fall asleep. I'm working late tomorrow. So because I'm working late tomorrow and Milo's not at school, I might have a little lie-in. I'm quite excited about it already. But that will work against the vlog. So we'll see. Tomorrow might be a short one.